Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the show. My name's Kyle. I'm glad you're here. Today we're back at Disneyland. Gonna check it out, see what's going on in the parks. I'm gonna talk about something I did earlier today, something I've never done before. I visited the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank and did an official tour, walked around the entire lot, got to see Walt's office, which was awesome. I wasn't allowed to film it all, but I did take a lot of photos. So tonight I thought it'd be cool if we walked around Disneyland and continued to walk in Walt's footsteps and match up some photos of him here at the park, see what we can find around Disneyland. I've got a few in mind that are pretty memorable. Walt spent a lot of time here. In fact, this is the only Disney park that he ever set foot in. It's fun to imagine what that must have been like for him to finally be able to walk down Main Street, to see people in the park having fun, having a good time, spending money, signing autographs. I mean, what a story. I think most people are aware of Walt's hidden apartment above the firehouse. I got to go up there a couple years ago. It's pretty awesome. Here's me looking happy. I'm going to get to the tour in a second, but while you're here, why not subscribe to the channel? If you like this type of content and would like to see more, let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. I've got lots of videos coming down the line in the future. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, earlier today I did the official walking tour of the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank. It was my first time doing it, something that's been on my list of things to do for quite a while, and it did not disappoint. As soon as you get on the lot, this is one of the first buildings that you see. This one's kind of interesting because this building used to be on the original Disney lot back on Hyperion Avenue, and then it was moved here in 1940 when they bought this property. Because at the time, in the middle of World War II, it was cheaper to move it than to actually construct a new building. And then just down the way, you've got the Sherman Brothers stage, named after the famous brother composers. These guys were incredible artists that wrote so much of the music that you hear throughout the Disney movies and throughout the parks. All the music from Mary Poppins, The Jungle Book, It's a Small World, and the music that you're hearing right now, the Aristocats. Walt loved these guys, and so much of that music was recorded here on this stage. And then you find yourself at a little cross section deemed Pluto's Corner with a little directory so you can find your way around. There's Walt back in the day. Theming is on point with the paw prints there. And then things really start to get good because next they take you into the animation building. This is the original animation building that was built here in 1939. Back in the day it housed around 500 different artists, musicians, voice actors, working on productions, everything from Fantasia in 1940 to The Great Mouse Detective in 1985. It was all created here, hand-drawn, frame by frame. You get inside and the hallways are just lined with all this incredible artwork and drawings, concept art. They've got a little animator studio recreated here. Then you get up to the third floor and I swear the air gets a little thicker up there. People are a little quieter. You just know you're about to see something really special. What you're about to see is Walt Disney's personal office. Walt used this office for 26 years, from the time the studio opened in 1940 until his death in 1966. When he passed away, everything was meticulously documented and photographed, archived, and now it appears exactly as it did last time he was here. What you're seeing is about 99% authentic, original stuff that was owned by Walt, including this legendary piano where he and the Sherman Brothers would work out songs that would become some of the world's most recognizable music. But this is just Walt's formal office, one that he would use to meet with movie stars, politicians, or presidents. The working office is just in the next room, and this was definitely my favorite part of the tour. You can just tell by being in there that this is where all the hard work happened. If these walls could talk, they'd probably be pretty raspy because a lot of late nights in here, I'm sure. Hey, good on Disney for leaving the ashtrays there too. It's really incredible when you think about the projects that were conceived, planned, and then executed from this room. Disneyland, of course, and then later Disney World and Epcot. The work that was done here had such a profound impact on so many people around the world, every generation since, and many more to come. It's an important space, and I'm glad Disney has it set up like this now so people can see it. This office has everything, including a little kitchenette that sits behind a retractable door where you can whip up a fresh salad when you're hungry. The charisma this guy had is unreal. And just beyond that wall is another room that Walt would use to rest or get dressed. A little private space that he had here. They've opened it up now and have some of his personal items on display. Once you're through with the offices, there's still a lot to see. They take you into the archives where they have a bunch of stuff on display, including this original Alice animatronic from Disneyland and the original multiplane camera from 1937 developed by Disney for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's a revolutionary camera system that allowed you to get shots like this. There's a bit more to the tour, but those were the highlights for me. Highly recommend it. If you're a Disney fan, I loved it. I'll be back for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so now, and I'll see you in the next one.